It's training camp season, and today we're going to take a look at the Colts and get a good look at Anthony Richardson. We're going to watch him work through some drills, throw the ball around, and everything else. But before we begin, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're talking about your favorite players every day. You see this on the channel every day. We're talking about 5, 6, 7 players. We're looking at what they're doing behind the scenes at practice. Your rookies, guys who are going to be on your fantasy team here soon. You want to see what they're doing. You want to see if they're playing well. You want to see if they're coming back from injury. You want to know the storylines. Click that button right now. Stop missing out. But we're looking at Anthony Richardson. About 2 minutes of clips here. And a lot of it's working out, getting stretched out, throwing the ball around. We're getting ramped up into training camp. But the arm's still there. The arm's still there. We covered this in the offseason. That was a pretty one to A.D. Mitchell. Another one to A.D. Mitchell here. We covered this in the offseason after minicamp when he was missing some practices due to some soreness or whatever. He's good to go. He's good to go. He's already been working out prior to training camp. You do not have to worry. You do not have to worry. We covered this. I was expecting him to come in, guns blazing in training camp. We're going to have that. We're going to have that. I'm feeling good about Anthony Richardson. I'm feeling good about the Colts this year. I think they're going to be a fun team to watch. I think they're going to be a little different pace than compared to a lot of other teams in the league. Watch him sling the rock. You're going to see a quarterback here that'll take off with it, with a good running back. Well, he's only had a little bit of opportunity with Jonathan Taylor. That's going to be an interesting tandem once they get rolling. That's going to be a fun tandem. And now you added A.D. Mitchell. We're going to do a separate video on him, even though some of the clips are baked into this video, because I want to talk about him. But he's going to give you speed to burn, upside at the catch point. He breaks off routes well. You have Alec Pierce, but they're different. They're different. A.D. Mitchell has the upside to be a huge threat, and that's going to allow Michael Pittman to eat more. The fact that they're getting these weapons at a reduced cost, A.D. Mitchell should have been drafted a little bit higher due to his skill set and 4.3 speed. You're getting 4.3 speed on the outside that can break off routes and does not have to be the wide receiver one. I'd be concerned if someone drafted him to be their wide receiver one, but this is the perfect spot for him football-wise. Fantasy-wise, of course, Michael Pittman. Of course, Jonathan Taylor. Michael Pittman's kind of expensive, but, of course, because he's solid, Anthony Richardson, he's on the field. He's breathing air, touching grass. He's a quarterback one due to the rushing production. What I like about him, too, he slings the deep ball. So you cannot crowd the box because he's going to sling it deep. And now you got 4.3 speed, A.D. Mitchell there, who's got very good ball skills. A tremendous prospect who's going to stretch the field. That's going to allow him more room to move. Jonathan Taylor, more room to move. Michael Pittman, more room to move on the short to intermediate. He gets it deep too. He's all over. He's the alpha. He's the alpha. Josh Downs in the slot. You can keep him in the slot. You can move in Alec Pierce a little bit here and there, in and out. I do not want to act like I forgot about him because I did not. But A.D. Mitchell is a type of talent that could really transcend this offense. Again, Anthony Richardson is too. But you add that wide receiver in here, who's very dynamic, and you already got a dynamic wide receiver. And then the other pieces, you got dynamic running back. You got a quarterback here going into year 2 with a lot of upside. He's showing you the arm strength. A lot of pop coming off that hand. He's thick. He's got mobility. This could be a sneaky team. This could be a very sneaky team. Anthony Richardson takes a step forward, you could be seeing this team taking a massive step forward. If A.D. Mitchell comes out as a rookie, guns blazing, you're seeing this team take a massive step forward. That's the thing about this. They got some pieces. Jonathan Taylor stays healthy. This is a nasty team. I don't see many people really talking about the Colts. I think people are like watching it, being kind of conservative, because there's a lot of ambiguous things, I guess. You could say that with the nature of the team. A lot of players coming back from injury. And some players that we're seeing in a situation where you want to see them prosper before you want to stamp things, like A.D. Mitchell here, Michael Pittman with a bigger sample with Anthony Richardson. I see why people think that. I see the talent, I see the potential, I see the upside. And I like looking at the upside and saying what if. And the what if, it says here that people are underrating this team People are not looking at the upside too much. People aren't looking at these weapons and how this could unfold for fantasy. The one thing that may hurt fantasy is the clock may run a little bit too fast, allowing this team not to run off as many plays as other teams, which is great for real football because Anthony Richardson is going to take off with it a bit. Jonathan Taylor's going to get used. That's going to run off some more clock. They don't have to be a faster-paced team. That being said, for fantasy, Michael Pittman's still good to go. He's still going to get like a 25+% target share. That's going to allow him to have some fantasy production or a lot of fantasy production. Jonathan Taylor's Jonathan Taylor, one of the best running backs in the league. Good size, just athleticism. Anthony Richardson, when he takes off with it, he's good to go. A.D. Mitchell, if he's on the field running routes, he's going to be a spike week machine because he's going to reel in some deep balls. You can account for that. Anthony Richardson loves to throw the deep ball. Josh Downs had some games where he had around a 20% target share. His target share tailed off on the back end of the season when he had some of those injuries. That could creep back up if he's healthy and it was just the injuries impacting that, because we could see that he's a very good wide receiver, good ball skills. But around 20%, 18, 20, something like that target share when it comes to volume of targets. Very cheap asset in fantasy if you're looking for something on the back end. Free in Dynasty, I think the market's starting to get a little low on him. But again, you're looking at this offense. You're looking at the main guys mainly for fantasy and the other guys as upside plays. But if I'm a Colts fan, I'm excited. There's a lot of opportunity here. A lot of big plays waiting to happen. Anthony Richardson is fun. He's fun. You can't look at him. You can't watch him throw the ball here and be like, man, this guy's not fun. This guy's not fun to watch. This team's not going to be fun. This team's not interesting. You can't say that about the Colts. That's why we're staying glued to them in training camp. We're watching them as much as we can, almost every day, trying to get with them because Anthony Richardson could go off this year. He should go off this year. We're going into year 2. The arm's looking good. He's firing it out. We got a lot of pieces here. There's a lot of upside with the Colts offense. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.